Central Coast News at 11 o'clock.
Good evening, I'm Scott Hennis.
And I'm Paula Lopez. The Obama administration has announced tougher rail safety regulations for trains carrying crude oil.
KCOY 12's Keith Carls is live in the Santa Maria Valley with local reaction to the new cross-border regulations.
These new oil by rail safety regulations come after a string of recent high-speed, fiery derailments that have killed dozens of people. The Federal Department of Transportation has announced new rules that call for, among other things, advanced brakes and the retrofitting of tens of thousands of older tank cars as early as 2018. It comes amid a 4,000% increase in the transport of crude oil by rail in the past 7 years, especially in boom shale oil and gas production areas like North Dakota and across the border in Canada.
I think everything was fine until we heard, as everyone knows, that there's going to be millions of gallons of crude coming from Canada.
Fisher and many of his Mesa neighbors are opposed to a controversial plan by the Phillips 66 Petroleum Company to significantly increase crude oil shipments by rail to its refinery on the Nipomo Mesa.
If they get their oil by pipeline and a little bit that they're getting by rail now, which they have through all the years we've lived here and continue to operate as a good neighbor, wonderful. But this is exponential.
A statement from Phillips 66 says it continues to believe delivering crude and refined products can be done safely by rail. It points to the modernizing of its rail car fleet a few years ago to the newest CPC 1232 rail cars. Beyond that, the oil company says it's reviewing the new DOT standards.
And when that train comes down through Cal Poly and Prince Hospital and every city that the tracks go through should be against this. And I'm really surprised that a couple of our local cities are not.
And again, the Phillips 66 oil by rail to the refinery project is expected to go before the San Luis Obispo County Planning Commission this summer. Live in the Santa Maria Valley along the train tracks, Keith Carls, KCOY.